It's actually kind of difficult to get your life together, especially for someone like me. When people just hate I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say like a secure, confident human being. Actually, it's just like it's hard to get your life together. Where I remember when I was living in Brooklyn a year ago, I figured something out. It was like it's something with my phone, and money was missing, this and that, and it's like every time when it's like some other person just get anxious, get in front and get you aggravated, to the point where you can't even do that and stuff. And for some reason, it just happened. Like I couldn't record this, and that, and things were different last year. Things are a bit different this year, especially in my life, and all around the world. A lot of people waking up to this stuff. It's not so much just investors, bank, and Apple. This is much more sinister and devious than that. But the way I was treated, and in that video that you saw probably, it's like the guy, I turned the phone off, but then he played this game with me, and I was like, all right, well, why don't you call the fraud department? I have the number here, but he didn't want to call it, and he was like, well, okay, let me ask you something. What are you gonna tell them? I was like, what do you mean, what am I gonna tell them? It's like I got a phone call that is fraudulent charges. Like, why do I have to explain to you what I'm gonna tell them? And then give me, you could call this number yourself, but it's not the number that that called me from what it said, scam likely, and it had to have last four digits of my bank card, and I didn't know if I had my full address, but it's like I gave the zip code where I live. I didn't get a full address, so it's like, is it a scam? This and that, can you like report that? And the woman was like, well, what charges is fraudulent? So I'm gonna write a report. And it's not just with the attitude. Like I know that she has an attitude, but it's like I already saw it coming. It's just like how devious and are you? Just And the crazy part is, I went to Chase Bank and they had it's an appointment for next week. You wanna come to? I was like, are they gonna let me come in? I went to another one and said I told them to like call me or something. They didn't even call me. That one didn't call me. Chase Bank out there, most intelligent criminal-minded people. Like either they steal or let other people steal money, because they didn't even let me get a chance to get in there, have an account in there. They knew I would like record them and tell on them. These people probably didn't. They just didn't know. Like they think I would just let it go, just be like, oh, all right, just yeah, yeah. No, like go fuck yourself. This is my money. I put it in there. Just do your job and thing. And the first time I walked in there, actually, yeah, it was there. It was like I told him about the PIN at Investors Bank, and the guy said, "Oh, you have so much money on your account." When behind that the counter that the guy stands, I'm like, "Geez, like why are you telling people how much I have in my account?" There was no one else in the bank but him and another teller, and there was a lady on the desk. I was like, "What the fuck are you people, man?" And the Polish bank, they did the same shit. Oh, they just there's nothing, not too much in there. Like years ago, I was like, "What the fuck are you?" I mean, like you guys are just fucking ridiculous. And including the one video where like, oh, the Starbucks, like, I mean, not just their children. It's like you have no brains whatsoever. Like you're not supposed to act like that. And they laugh at you like it's my, oh, it was Ralph, yeah, it's Ralph. Like, what are you laughing at? Because the idiot was just holding my coffee, like creeping on me, like homosexually, or he's trying to disturb me. Like, is that funny to you? Like, you're little people. Look, I'm not a violent person, but like, like let's face it, you're like you're little bitches. You're like, I don't want to get violent with you. Like, I'm not a violent person. I'll spit and ridicule you. I just say, I'm more of a grown up. You gotta give me respect. And it's not about your little coffee and your little account here, or even about Apple. Like, screw you and the little phone. You think you're like own my life with that shit? No, you guys are ridiculous, But what it is like, I still don't know how to put it together. It's like, I called Apple about the money owed, and it's like, they're just so dumb and deluded. Just like they're just so out of it. At least the woman that was on the phone. So it's like, I'm not gonna give you a fucking dollar till like, you explain this shit to me. And it's like, Investors Bank. I mean, it's like that chart. I know. Did it go for Amazon? It's like for months. It's been trying to, get that one charge. I don't know where it's from. I tried to look it up. I couldn't find it. And it's like, who I call when people at Apple, just like, and they have to. I mean, like, call them like they're gonna, not just get me aggravated, but they pretend like, oh, we're yours, and what do you want, or something like that. Like, Jesus, bro. But like what else do people do with that money or something like that, And also level of disrespect. And maybe the scam likely is in their call, but it's like, well, why don't you just tell me, well, this isn't our number or something like that. And, why don't you just, call the fraud department about it. Also, why you gotta call the fraud department? Shouldn't you just explain that to me right there? And also an Investors Bank, like I couldn't even sign up on their online checking account, and I couldn't get my PIN. I couldn't even on the application. I couldn't even sign up for the app. So it's like, what the fuck you doing? I just have a credit card. Then you know what? I take my credit card. I can't take ATM for my money. So why do I even need you for the electronic money to buy shit on Amazon and Apple? I mean, what are you people doing? I mean, this is just a disgrace. It's just horrible. And this is one of the reasons why you go somewhere. It's like you gotta record these people. But I'm not gonna be ridiculed by a bunch of little mentally handicapped individuals. Because I'm alive and I use my brain. And you on some devious stuff. You don't hang. Even if I was like the worst person in the world, which I'm not, but it's like, this is about morality. This is about their morality.